So that is there's gotta be a way to separate these guys, right?
Even if you separate them, did you see what Wise did alone in the 1v3?
But he died.
He died, but he got 2 kills before he died, right?
True.
So even if you target Venus, you target Wise, you target anyone on this team, they still manage somehow to take the game. All right, whatever. But let's get into it right here again. RRQ taking it away already. The Estes and the Matilda has been banned away. We see the Aldous as well for the side of RRQ. Rafaela still opened up. Blacklist International goes in for the Ruby ban towards Vin and RRQ. Will they go for the Paquito pick right here and right now?
I think they have to. I mean, leaving it open for Blacklist to take up. We saw Edward on that Paquito and the way he was able to flank and make so many plays and actually was able to zone away the core members of RRQ. That was too much, but no! It actually will be the Yi first picked up by RRQ, so it will go into the hands of Psycho, but I don't know. Now Blacklist has the opportunity to take this Paquito as well as another very important hero here, Miracle. Maybe they want to pick up the Rafael again like they did in game number 1 perhaps, or maybe they want to go for a different route, but I think Rafaela is their way to go right now.
They can do that for sure. Blacklist International, they have the chance to pick up either the Rafaela or the Paquito, or maybe even both right here, as it is going to be the same thing for Blacklist International. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. RRQ HOSHI with the response though. They know in game number 1 it didn't go their favor with that Lancelot. Do they want to test their limits once again, picking up the Lancelot for RRQ? I feel like Yisun Shin would have been much better in that game. Going to the late stages, Lancelot falls off hard, but if you have the Yisun Shin, the later the game goes, the more it favors you. So RRQ, will they choose to go for the Yisun Shin here against Blacklist? Esmeralda has been picked up.
Barrett's perhaps? Is that an option for them to take, knowing that the Paquito is on the hands of Blacklist?
No way they're gonna use that Barrett's for the side of Albert, you know, because sure it
like
can be played, but yeah, Yisun Shin.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so the Yisun Shin has been picked up in the hands of Albert now, but in response, Blacklist can just pick up someone that can easily take him away, which could be...
Oh, there you go.
There we go. The Cho.
Oh my god.
This is
you
not
ban
good,
away the Aldous, you get the Cho, you ban away the Matilda, there's always something else, man. Blacklist International, they have no shortage of their signature heroes. Paquito, you want to ban it? Sure. Leave Aldous open. We're going to pick up the Aldous. You want to ban Aldous and Paquito? Matilda's going to be open. Venus will play it. Every single hero that Blacklist has played has just been so absolutely disgusting. Coach Bonchan and these 5 members, they are... I don't know what to say about this team anymore. They've done it all. They're just so dominant. Even in the drafts, it's so frustrating to draft against them. You ban anything, they still have something else.
Yeah, it's like you cut one head, they grow 2, right?
Yeah.
It's very difficult to draft against Blacklist, I think. But honestly, you know, this is actually really, really ironic because in MPL ID, people had the same issue going against RRQ. So RRQ was actually a really difficult team to draft against. But
Onyx as well.
Onyx as well. So yeah, this is just honestly the battle of the titans from both ends, and now we're going into phase 2 of the draft and picks right now, as the Jawhead has already been taken away off the board by Blacklist, and now RRQ in response. Who will they limit is definitely the question. They tried to respect ban towards Wise, and then suddenly he picked up that Barrett's, and it turns out he was beautiful on that Barrett's as well. But yes, it will be the Bane ban coming through from the side of RRQ HOSHI, and now Blacklist with the response. Who will they be banning away?
I feel like they're going to go for the same ban here like game number 1. They need to ban away the gold laner right now. Maybe the Clint ban coming in from Skylar for Skylar. RRQ, this Esmeralda can be flexed though. Like you mentioned, Barrett's can be an option to be picked up by R7 if they really want to go for that. But if not, I think they need to just pick up the Alice for themselves, right? Either they ban it away from OHEB or they pick it up for themselves, because that Alice is just so disgusting for Blacklist, but it is going to be the Popo and Koopa banned away from the side of Blacklist International, targeting that gold lane. RRQ, are they going to ban Alice? No, they're not. They go for the Barrett's ban, and Blacklist will pick up the Alice most probably. If they don't go for the Alice, they are going to go for the Harith. But the Harith is very, very hard to play against the Esmeralda, so I feel like the Alice is going to be the safer pick for them if they want to scale. They have done it before. They might do it again right here. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Go for the the same composition. The only difference being that Cho picked up.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see what will Blacklist pick up here in the second phase. Who will it be? Because they need some magic damage as well right now. Yep, it will be very interesting to see, because with the magic damage coming in from the Alice, it'll give them a late game insurance as well, and will give them the opportunity to dive into the backlines in that Eve when she opens up that real world manipulation.
Yeah, with that Alice picked up here, Eterna, this is going to be really, really scary. RRQ Hoshi will need to draft around the Season Shin. They need to scale with him. They need to protect him in all the team fights, as well as the Eve, all right? And with Blacklist, just insane dive composition. Will they be able to do that? What is the hero up for grabs? RRQ, so far from what we've seen from Vin, he plays the Angela, the Florin, the Matilda, and the Ruby. Matilda and Ruby has been taken off the board. Will he go for another Florin? Very, very risky, but it is going to be the Bruno by Skylar, played against the Alice. I like that already. The two marksman composition for RRQ, but their tank will need to be a disengage or a frontline heavy tank with that sustain. And there you go. It is going to be the Baxia.
I don't know, Mirko. I don't know about this Baxia. Honestly, with the dive composition coming in from Blacklist, I would have put my bets onto someone with a little bit more CC, some crowd control to inhibit the movements coming in. If they want to go for a dive in, go ahead. But the CC will be there to greet you when you come. And I think with the Baxia, I don't know how much of an impact he can do. Sure, he has good rotations. He can rotate all across the board. He can rotate to the top side. He has a little bit of utility as well in that short amount of knock. But right now, I don't know. The two compositions, this is going to be the question. So guys, for you in the audience, I need your predictions as well. Show your support for who you like better. Do you like the draft coming in from RRQ Hoshi, or do you like the draft from Blacklist better? Spam the comments, because me and Mirko are definitely reading the comments right now, and we want to see the support that you have for your respective teams. And look, the rotations with the Karina coming into play as well. This is going to be very, very scary into the early game. And I don't know if RQ Hoshi has what it takes to go against the aggressiveness coming in from Blacklist. But before we get into more detail of that, let's go straight into the Land of Dawn for game number 2. RRQ going against Blacklist. This is going to be the make it or break it point. Will RQ Hoshi be able to take a game off the hands of Blacklist, or will Blacklist take this with a 2-0?
Alrighty here. Blacklist International already going in for very, very aggressive movements. Albert will be forced to Retribution to get that purple buff out of the way. Haji will pick up the regen. The health drops right there. But again, like you mentioned, man, this is either going to be Blacklist taking it 2-0 or RRQ equalizing. It's not looking good for the side of RRQ, as they have been put under pressure by Haji on this Cho. Going in for the Jeet Kune Do on the Psycho, forced away from his own turret, as Venus will be able to chunk him really, really low. RRQ keeps on trying to go for this mid lane, but Haji is just relentless. Albert now, still, you know, Venus is just getting pressure all across the map. He's getting the vision for Albert, and he can't free farm.
Yeah, he can't free farm, and the utility as well as the dominance coming in from Oh My Venus on this Raphael has actually also been very, very superb in the aggressiveness coming in from Blacklist here in the early game. But look at that! Skylar actually nearly gets taken down, but it actually will be Edward to go down first in a 3v1 situation, and that is finally RQ Hoshi picking up a point here above Blacklist.
Absolutely, Skylar picks up the first blood, but we saw this as well from the first game. RRQ were able to draw first blood, but look at Venus, so intelligent. He's holding that minion wave for Edward, and that's going to be no minions lost. Blacklist though, Wise has rotated to the top side. R7 caught in the bad situation as Wise dashes in, but is still able to dodge away from the damage, and it is going to be RRQ now with a slight gold lead coming into the second minute, but already returned by the side of Blacklist International. Albert picks up the gold buff. Blacklist have started the turtle. Will they go for the contest right here and right now? Haji has his ultimate on the Cho. It's going to be really scary, as it's going to be Vin going in for the shield unity onto Haji, dealing some damage and also zoning him away from the turtle. Turtle will be resetted right here from the side of Blacklist International. They don't want to go for the crazy fights just yet, as RRQ will continue to farm in their jungle. Blacklist will not go for this. They disengage instantly.
Yeah, very disciplined plays coming in from Oh My Venus as well as the other members of Blacklist. But sorry, what I was thinking was, when he was able to hold the minion wave coming in for Edward, why did he go back to the base? Why did he recall? Did he calculate it to perfection? But wait a minute.
Point Simon connects. R7 goes in for the damage. It's going to be the real patient, able to deal some damage out the HOSHI. HOSHI goes in for the clear, goes in for the cancel, and it is going to be both teams recalling, but RRQ are the ones with the pressure. They're going to go in onto the turtle right now. It is going to be BLACKLIST still contesting as Edward picks up a solo kill onto Bruno. RRQ with the pressure. They're not getting the turtle, Eterna.
They aren't getting the turtle. They actually will have have a very difficult time here because look at the damage and the pressure coming in from BLACKLIST. But wait a minute, Falling Simon connects onto 2 members. Will be able to take Venus very low. But on the flip side here, HOSHI goes in for the flank and instantly targets Albert, zoning the members of RRQ HOSHI away. But in the top side here, they go actually very aggressively onto the members of BLACKLIST, and it will be Venus taken off the board. And it seems like Wise might be next.
2-1 right now with BLACKLIST International. They picked up the entire turret shield on the bottom side. So does the top side, man. What the heck? OHEB gets the top side, Edward gets the bottom side, and they get the turtle? What is this? BLACKLIST are insanely good at playing the macro game. RRQ are getting just completely destroyed already. They did get more kills on the board, but did you see BLACKLIST? They got the 1,000 gold lead. How? By getting the turret shield in the bottom side and the top side, and even securing the turtle for themselves. There was only 2 people contesting the turtle, and yet they were able to get it, Eterna.
They have a formula that I don't think a lot of people are aware of. They're able to figure out what is priority over another, and they play towards that. And now, even like Miracle mentioned, they are behind on kills with 2-1 in the hands of RRQ, but they are still sitting at a 1,000 gold lead here in the 4th minute, almost 5th minute. And it brings the question, like, how insane are these members? Like, what is their calculation in their mind? Now, Edward caught in a 2v1 situation. It's no problem. Because of his mechanics. Mirko, what is this?
Right now, Albert needs to be careful. OHEB dashes in with flowing blood, unable to get it. It's going to be Albert taking it away. Little Wanderer has been taken. Wait, the Dragon will be connected onto R7, but still, no kills on the board. RRQ still able to equalize here in terms of the gold. It was a 1,000 gold lead for the side of BLACKLIST, but RRQ are slowly but surely turning it back. It is going to be the 1v2 again as Edward zones Skylar out and wins out, and the 1v2 gets the pressure done. What is this man? This is why they gave him the nickname Edward Balboa. He simply does not lose on this Paquito.
Yeah, and it poses the question why RRQ HOSHI actually left this hero open, knowing what a nuisance he was in the first game, not respecting the Paquito and actually picking up the Yves instead. So very interesting play there in terms of composition. Is it because Psycho is more comfortable on this Yves and they don't want it to get banned away? I don't really know what is going on in the hands of RRQ right now, but it's now BLACKLIST picking up the pressure once again, holding the dominance over this next turtle, even though Vin is there in the midst to be able to open up the information. But look at the damage. Vin is actually going to be taken very low here. The real manipulation has been opened up to zone away the members of BLACKLIST, but it isn't doing much. But actually, wait a minute, Venus gets caught out, will be able to get taken down, and now R7 goes in for the 3v1 engage, but still needs to be very careful because the flanking coming in from Edward is there too. Take Albert very low, but it actually will be Edward getting caught out, and that is a second kill picked up by RRQ. 2-0.
The Kings of Kings finally showing their fangs here in the game, in game number 2. RRQ getting that team fight, winning it, and turning around the gold lead already, but HOSHI was able to do some, some crazy movements right there in the backside to actually zone Albert away. Edward came in a little bit late, and that's why RRQ were able to get the victory. A small mistake from BLACKLIST. RRQ, they need to keep on looking for mistakes, but the thing is, BLACKLIST doesn't make a lot of them. So RRQ needs to maximize on every single mistake. R7 goes in for the falling star moon onto OHEB. Flowing blood will be able to secure his safety as OHEB gets out of that one. RRQ have overturned the gold lead for now. Vin goes in for the shield unity onto Edward right now as R7 is still in that bottom side in a 1v2.
Yep, Radiant Armor has also been picked up by Vin. So a lot of respect there coming in from RRQ HOSHI, as I'm really curious to see what the items are like as of right now, because in terms of resource, they are still sitting very, very equally. It was in the hands of BLACKLIST, but now it has been overturned by RRQ HOSHI. So very interesting to see what will happen in the next few minutes. And it feels like the calm before the storm right now. It is going to be R7 getting aggressively onto Oh My Venus as OHEB tries to do something as well, but now is caught in the 3v1 situation, will be able to get out of there with his first ability. And now, again, on the flip side, it actually is Vin getting caught out, will be able to get taken down with Wise as well as HOSHI.
Beautiful, beautiful plays right there coming in from HOSHI, getting the way of the Dragon, but R7 goes in for the falling star onto 2 members right now. With the real motivation, is going to be Oheb taken down, and that's going to be R7 looking for the kills on the board. BLACKLIST still able to back away as Edward is lurking in the flanks. He wants to go for more right now as BLACKLIST will just be zoned away, and the turtle will finally go to the hands of RRQ. Not just yet though. I mean, the pressure will go to the hands of RRQ. Right now, they need to pull all their cards to be able to just get one objective on the board. BLACKLIST International, HOSHI trying to zone them away. R7 will be able to get that. Vin goes in for the shield to the falling star, connects on the 2, but Holy Baptism will be able to disengage for BLACKLIST International right now, as again, it is going to be RRQ getting the pressure, but will they be able to secure the turtle? So far, it does seem like they will, and there you go. The first objective for RRQ will be the turtle.
Yes, and I think this YSS pick comes into clutch here for Albert. It's way more effective than what we saw in game number 1, as we're going to take a little peek into the items right now, going into game number 9 here. Already a lot of dominance ice is built up in the hands of BLACKLIST, respecting that coming in from RQ. But wait a minute, HOSHI is caught in a was almost caught in a 4v1 situation, actually is taken to half health, but he still will be able to clear that minion wave in time. And no,
God.
HOSHI goes in very aggressively onto the members of RRQ. HOSHI, it will instantly be taken back, and now Venus will be caught very low, but now it actually is Edward getting taken low, and Wise, will he be able to escape out of this one? It actually will be a double kill being picked up by RRQ. HOSHI instantly taking it back, showing their fangs here in the 9th minute.
There you go. The front to back composition for the side of RRQ finally works out, and there you have it. HOSHI made one mistake, and RRQ were able to capitalize. This is exactly what RRQ needs to keep on doing. BLACKLIST, they don't make much, but when they do, that is when you need to go for the kills. And another beautiful pick-off on the board for the Kings of Kings. Looking to go for more right now as HOSHI will be able to zone Psycho away. The wave has been cut, though, in the mid lane. Psycho now will be able to back away, and R7 rotates to the top side. They are already setting up for the Lord. That is going to come up in 30 seconds. If you can see the items for Albert. War Axe and that BOD. He's building towards, I mean, not the BOD, the Endless Battle. He's building towards the BOD, as Skylar as well has gotten that Berserker's Fury. A lot of damage already for the side of RRQ. They got the gun power, but will they be able to survive the dive potential from BLACKLIST in late game? Wise gets jumped really low right there. The falling star will be able to connect onto him. He's going to be taken low, almost taken down, as the Mountain Shocker will do its best to take him down. BLACKLIST now caught in a 4v5 situation. It is going to be RRQ pushing the pace with a 4,000 gold lead, rotating towards the Lord, and this is where the shift comes in for RRQ. This is a time where they need to be able to capitalize on this gold lead. They're not going to get a lot of these moments, and surely enough, RRQ will be able to take the Lord uncontested.
RRQ HOSHI sitting at a 4K gold lead now. This is completely different to what we saw in game number 1. And I think I agree with you, Mirko. I think this front-to-back strategy, this kiting potential, coming in from 2 marksmen's potential, the damage coming in from that range has worked very, very well for them until the 11th minute. And now, to limit the mistakes that they make, they just need to wait for some mistakes coming in from BLACKLIST, be able to capitalize on the mistakes that BLACKLIST will do in the future sessions. But wow, outstanding play coming in from RRQ HOSHI now.
Yeah, already a reverse I can say right here, as Albert has a 2-level lead onto Wise. That is exactly what Wise did on RRQ in the previous game, as now it is going to be R7 already opening up the map in the top side, getting the pressure as the Lord marches down. R7 goes in for falling Simon on the 2 members once again. Vin comes in for follow-up, no damage just yet, and that might be a mistake for the side of RRQ. They're able to zone the members away as the Flowing Blood comes in, as the top side turret will be claimed by RRQ HOSHI. It is going to be the Lord marching down once again. Edward gets chunked quite low by Skylar, still able to clear the waves, but that is going to be the inhibitor turret taken down for the side of RRQ. They got one inhibitor turret. They're going to disengage instantly, not going for too many, not going for the greedy plays, and this is what we need to see from RRQ if they want to take down the giants in BLACKLIST International.
Yes, for sure, but they still need to be careful here, Mirko. I think BLACKLIST, they're used to being behind in this situation, but wait a minute! Falling Sarmo connects on to 3 members, and it actually will be Venus getting wiped out. out. It is Wise that is next. And the real world manipulation has been popped up, was able to zone and put a lot of damage on the board, as well as the slow effects. And now look at Vin. He is looking for an engage, as it will be a inhibitor turret in the hands of RRQ.
Wait a minute, it's going to be BLACKLIST International actually caught in the midst of everything. Now Edward gets chalked and Albert picks up the killing spree. Now with 3 members down, RRQ are going to look for the end, but can they end Oheb and HOSHI? They're simply not going to let that happen easily. RRQ will choose to go for the top side. Skylar goes for the dash. It is going to be the inhibitor turret in the top side taken down, and RRQ will have picked up a 10,000 gold lead. They're still staying in the base, Eterna. They're looking for the end right now. Mono Chakra has been popped. HOSHI caught in the bad situation, will be forced to back away as Oheb goes in for Flowing Blood. Falling Simon connects onto no one, but the damage will be enough to zone him away. Oheb gets taken down, and RRQ, they've equalized in game number 2, a 1-1, and we are going to get the 3rd game in the series.